Thank you for listening to Lone Star Community Radio. This program was broadcasted and recorded live from the LSCR studios in downtown Conroe, Texas. Lone Star Community Radio is supported by listeners like you. Donate and sponsor today. For more information on getting involved with Lone Star Community Radio, contact us at lscrstudios@gmail.com or visit us online at www.irlonestar.com.
To Texas Songwriters Alliance audio impact on Lone Star Community Radio. I'm your host, Alex Lozano, and before we get started with the one and only Jeff Canada, he is here going to tear it up for us today. We got our Sharky's Bar and Grill live music weekend calendar. Let's go ahead and get through to that. Yababanda at Monarch Bar and Memorial, and then we got Melon Jelly, some really good guys blues-based over at the Foundation Room at House of Blues. Gary Kyle over at I Do Not Know Yet Lounge, still have not been there yet. Tristan Morez over at Rowdy's in Spring. Casey Bowen over at Elixir Lounge in Spring, Texas. Saturday, there's a big benefit for Derek Norman. I've known that guy for a long time. Submit the Will and a whole bunch of hard rock metal bands at BFE Rock Club. Our World over at Franklin's Tower, also in Spring, Texas. And then the one and only Machine Gun Kelly over at the Cynthia Woods Mitchell Pavilion. Brandon Howard plays Jeff Canada's songwriting showcase at Do-Si Do's Big Barn, I believe. Okay, and what time does that show start?
Doors are at 6:30.
Okay. And, yeah, it's just a great venue. Sunday, we have Kat Faye and Josh Brown over at the Neon Possum. And then big shout-outs for my little brother, Jay Lambs-Remy, and his lovely lady there, Missy, they're over at a brand new place, Chupacabra Studios there in Magnolia. Big shout out to those guys and the owner Beto for helping those guys out. Big shout out to my new mini-me, Alex Hunter, which is joining forces with all of my companies. Big shout out to you, Alex, for all that you're doing for me. Shark Jam is going to be this June 26th, 27th, to 28th. Too many bands to name this time around. Heroes Forever, my military music festival, July 24th, 25th, and 26th. And then I start my Texas Songwriters Alliance Sunday Fun Day Jam with one of my favorite guitar players, Chad Ware, who's really good singer-songwriter. Big shout out to you, Mike Mullis, for stepping up and being the number one shark and putting your money where your mouth is. Jeff Canada, you are a fantastic singer-songwriter. I wasn't like I was looking for a bad song. You know, I'm not a fan of every song that comes out. That's just almost an impossibility, but you don't suck. You're really good. And tell us a little bit about the first song you're going to do.
Yeah, the first one I'm going to do is a song called Arkansas Pines. I wrote this song after I went through a pretty bad breakup last January, a year ago. And I was up in Arkansas and just kind of traveling and just trying to find peace.
You got you a hold of a Razorback, did you?
Again. No, just me alone out in the woods. And, it's a song about like overcoming overcoming that whole situation. And it's a hopeful song,
Yeah, good deal.
Yeah.
Got to have hope.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, lay it on us, big brother.
Let's do it.
Jeff Canada, follow. You know what to do.
Moonlight shining through the Arkansas pines. Did I stumble my way on to a little piece of mind? It's been a hard road that I've been traveling on, full of broken hearts and sad country songs. Finally took a little time for me. Just took some fresh air for me to learn how to breathe. I guess those demons in my head aren't as loud as they were. I guess that's because I left them back in Southeast Texas with her. It's easy to see I'm a little lighter on my feet these days. There ain't a soul's shoulders that were built for that kind of weight. I'm flying free, I'm flying higher than I've ever flown before. I've turned the page, I've changed my ways, no need to settle the scores. Settle the score. I didn't have a problem getting off to sleep last night. That's the funny thing about taking yourself out of the fight. And I don't know if the high road is the right road for me, but I'm gonna give it hell running on these fumes in a dream. I'm flying free, I'm flying higher than I've ever flown before. I've turned the page, I've changed my ways, no need to settle the scores. Settle the scores. Settle the scores. Settle the scores. There's no need to settle the scores. Arkansas Pines.
Beautiful song.
Thank
Beautiful
you.
song.
I wrote that with a 17-year-old kid named Ty Smith out of Tulsa, Oklahoma.
Another one of your many singer-songwriter friends.
Yeah,
I guess.
he's crazy good. He's kicking butt and taking names. And
At 17.
17 years old.
Wow. Is he in Arkansas?
No, he's in Oklahoma. You know, the cool thing about him is he's kind of like his grandparents owned a pool hall. And it was a pool hall venue where everybody played. So Shane Smith and the Saints played there. B.J. Barham played there.
So he was influenced.
Exactly. He's actually the clown in the video, the Ringling Road, William Clark Green's Ringling Road music video. He's the clown as a kid in that video. So he was born into it.
Right.
He's killing it. He's so good. He's so good.
God, I'd love to have him here sometime later in the year. If he ever, next time he comes down here, please,
I'll
I'd
tell you
love
for
to.
sure. Yeah, I'll hook up.
Song number 2, young man. What you got?
Song number 2 is a new one. That's actually a new one too. It's not new. I wrote it last year, but it's going to be on the new record. So most of the stuff I'm doing today is going to be stuff that's going to be on the new album.
Oh, excellent.
Whenever the new album comes out.
When it comes out.
Between now and 2035. This song's called Eatin' Crow. And I wrote this song about my mouth. It's kind of like a... you'll see. It's just kind of a quirky, fun song. I wrote this thing and I sent it to Adam Hood. And I was like, hey, man, like, will you help me write this song? And he's like, I don't think you need help writing it. I think you already written it.
Oh, wow.
Which is cool coming from somebody like Adam Hood, you know?
Yeah.
So, all right, this song's called Eatin' Crow. It goes like this right here. I'm just sitting here eating crow. The monkey on my back just won't let go. I wish the cat would get my tongue, the elephant in the room. I'm just sitting here eating crow. I'm here digging my own grave, digging myself deeper every day. Every word I speak takes me 6 feet deep. I'm here digging my own grave. When am I gonna learn to put my head down? Stop bumping these gums for good. And this damn mouth has got me in trouble again. I'm sick and tired of gnawing on my foot. I'm sick and tired of gnawing on my foot. I'm here in the bed I've made, tossing and turning wide awake, tangled in the words I said, fell off and bumped my head. I'm laying in the bed I have made. When am I gonna learn to put my head down? Stop bumping these gums for good. And this damn mouth has got me in trouble again. I'm sick and tired of gnawing on my foot. Sick and tired of gnawing on my foot. Sick and tired of gnawing on my foot. Eating Crow right there. Give me the new record.
Ooh, man, good stuff, man.
Thank you.
A toe tapper.
Yeah.
And pretty, I think that was maybe 3 minutes. I mean, just real short, sweet.
Yeah, it's probably shorter than that. It might have only been 2 because I didn't put a solo break or nothing like that in there. But who knows? Who knows what it's going to be by the time I get in the studio?
Right. You don't even know. So it's like, yeah, it's going to totally change up, add a little bit to it. Good stuff, man. Song number 3, tell us a little bit about that song.
This song is really important to me. I was in Stroud, Oklahoma at a songwriters retreat last year. And there's a guy by the name of Johnny Woods who was there. And we immediately became, I met him earlier. He opened up for Cody Hibbert at Do-Si Do. And we became kind of friends. And then I hung out with him there and we sat down and we wrote a song. It was me, him, and a guy named Levi Walker.
I've heard of him.
So all 3 of us sat down and wrote this next song. Now Johnny was diagnosed last year, the year before, with cancer. And it's not, and so he's battling that whole thing, and it's like a very rare like blood cancer or something. And so it doesn't look good, but he's basically going around and writing with people, and and he's phenomenal. He's absolutely phenomenal. And so him and I sat down, him and Levi Walker wrote this song. It's called Noises, or The Noise. I haven't decided quite yet what the title's going to be, but if you'll bear with me on this one, I'm going to try to.
No problem.
Noises in my head make me wonder about death and what there is on the other side. Am I a good man with another fractured plan, trying to outrun the truth before I die? I walk that line between a sinner and a saint. Done some things I'm proud of, some things I know you ain't. It's kind of lonely, shouldn't feel so loud. If I could only figure this out. My pride's beating black and blue, at least from my point of view. Every memory's a ghost I can't turn down. If this is lonely, why is it so loud? And I poured all my sin in a half-full glass of gin. I felt and burned like the Colorado pines. Every face I lost still calls my name. Every choice I made still fans the flame that scatters ash of reason in the sky. It scatters ash of reason in the sky. This kind of lonely shouldn't feel so loud. If I could only figure this out. My pride's beating black and blue, at least from my point of view. Every memory's a ghost I can't turn down. If this is lonely, if this is lonely, why is it so loud? Ready right now? Okay, cool. This next song it's actually my biggest song. It's called Back to Texas. It's everyone's favorite. It's the one that gets requested all the time. Not everyone's favorite, but it gets requested quite often. It's they're still playing on radio stations all over the United States. Definitely my biggest song. I wrote this song in Colorado on a run, and my buddy Philip was with me, and it was during COVID. And he said, "Man, I can't wait to get back to Texas," because Colorado was still completely locked down.
Right.
And we went there for like a hiking trip, and it was like, I can't wait to get back to Texas. And I sat there in the hotel room, and I literally wrote this whole song in like 5 minutes, and it's So far, it's been my biggest song. It's called Back to Texas. It goes like this.
Love the title.
Snow's falling outside my window, Rocky Mountains in my view. 1,000 miles from where you lay your head, I can't escape these thoughts of you. And it's been a month of Sundays since I walked out that door. I hightailed it down the highway. I don't know what I was looking for. I gotta find my way back to Texas, try to make all my wrongs right. Hop in this old beat up Chevy and drive straight through the night. I hope that you've not found someone. I hope it's not too late if you do. I gotta find my way back to Texas and find my way back to you. I race all the storms in Kansas, dodge all those Tulsa lights, and outrun the cops to Red River to make it to Conroe tonight. I gotta find my way back to Texas, trying to make all my wrongs right. I hop in this old beat up Chevy and drive straight through the night. I hope that you've not found someone. I hope it's not too late if you do. I gotta find my way back to Texas and find my way back to you. I gotta find my way back to Texas, try to make all my wrongs right. And hop in this old beat up Chevy and drive straight through the night. I hope that you've not found someone. I hope it's not too late if you do. I gotta find my way back to Texas and find my way back to you. I gotta find my way back to Texas and find my way back to you.
Wow. You know, every song you've played so far for me has been, you want to sing along with it. Real easy on the ears. You don't get that a lot, to where you're singing, you're digging each song, I love it, man. Song number 5, man, we're moving a little quick. You think there's a possibility, because it's very rare that we run on time like a Navy SEAL strike team, but we are today. You think you might want to throw in one more, or
Yeah,
could you?
I could play all as many as you want.
No, just one more. I mean, you're just so ahead of it, man. You're like, boom, bam, 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 bam. I'm like, hold on, man. I don't know if I'm going to be able to talk to him for that long afterwards. Help me out here. So let's jam on number. Let's do 3 instead of 6, or it's 6, 7 instead of 6. So
Cool.
yeah, let's hear song number 5. Tell us.
So the
about
next
it.
song is called High Horse. I released this last year.
Okay.
This is kind of like Jeff Canada being petty, is what this is. This is a me releasing a song specifically to attack somebody else. And when I look back on it, it's like, man, that was so petty. But really, it's also cool. Like, it's a rad song, and it's like, I don't regret putting it out.
I
But
think
on the flip
Taylor
side,
Swift does that a lot.
Yeah.
I mean, this is for the revenge songs or whatever. Just
not
how you
that.
feel, not a revenge.
Basically, I wrote this song, and I won't say who I wrote it about. It's about a couple different people, but basically, they're people they're Texas country musicians.
Right.
And one thing that I don't like is I don't like being big timed. Like, I don't like it.
Like their stuff don't stink.
Yeah,
You
I don't like it
almost
all.
said it.
and what's crazy is the amount of people in the Texas Country Music Association who aren't even big that act like that.
Right.
And the person I wrote this about is kind of in that situation. But hey, it's not everybody. You know, for every one punk I've met in this industry, I've met 200 awesome people.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right. You're going to run across jerks in this business like
anything else. Right. You know, it's And so anyway, this song's called High Horse, and I'm going to edit out one word.
Yeah. And you know who you are.
Oh, he knows. It goes like this. It goes, all right. Hey, mister, look at me. You think you don't sting? It's all about you and your insecurities. Open up your mind. You just might find. Take it from me, you ain't one of a kind. Come down off your high horse. You ain't better than me. Walking around this town, looking down at everybody you see. And it's a damn shame you could be free, but you're stuck where you're stuck cause you can't see the forest for the trees. Did you forget where you came from? You ain't acting the same, son. Used to be thick as thieves and now you're better than us. You think you're top shelf, but you're box wine. I got news for you, boy, you put your pants on one leg at a time. Come down off your high horse, you ain't better than me. Walking around this town, looking down at everybody you see. And it's a damn shame you could be free, but you're stuck where you're stuck cause you can't see the forest for the trees. Oh yeah. Come down off your high horse, you ain't better than me. Walking around this town, looking down at everybody you see. And it's a damn shame you could be free, but you're stuck where you're stuck cause you can't see the forest for the trees. Yeah, you're stuck where you're stuck cause you can't see the forest for the trees. Yeah, you're stuck where you're stuck cause you can't see the forest for the trees. This song's called High Horse. It's already out and available.
Awesome. And you were friends with this guy for a second.
Yeah.
In the spectrum of life, time, and all that kind of stuff, and then he just being jerk. I met somebody like that here recently, and he could not give another person a compliment.
Yeah.
It was like me. It's like, dude, you suck. I wish I had a voodoo doll of you.
We might be talking about the same person.
Trust me, it could happen. Song number 6, man, we were just flying, man. Your songs are so catchy.
Song number 6, I'm gonna do one. This is gonna be the one where this is gonna be the audible song because the last one I want to play is Rain. So
okay,
let's do.
I hear that, Kimberly. He calls audibles too. I do it all the time.
Well, you're called the audible. I'm just
right.
This song is called "Ride with Me," and it's when I wrote this song and I put it out, I honestly thought like, this is the one. Like, this is gonna be the one that's gonna make me famous.
Oh wow!
Do you know what I mean? Like, this is the song. This is it. I spent around $25,000 marketing this song. I spent a few grand on a really good video. It's very well produced. I went all in with this song, but this was before I really knew the industry, right? I mean, it was like, I've been doing the industry for a long time, but really I didn't start really going after things till 2020 and 2021.
Right,
before that, I was just playing in bars, playing songs, and not thinking too much about it.
Now you're doing all of your R&D.
And now I've been like pushing as far as I can, and so, but this was that song that it was like, this is the one. Everybody loved it.
Your
the girls
single.
loved it. It's catchy. It's, and it took off a little bit, but never to the point. But also, I didn't know what I was doing for marketing and all that stuff, So eventually, I'm going to re-release this song.
Sure.
As I will all of my songs. Now that I know way more about marketing, I'm going to start rotating all the older ones and start releasing them.
Right.
It's called "Ride with Me." I wrote this song. I always make the joke on stage. I wrote this song about a girl I knew for like 3 days.
That's all you need to know.
Thought I was in love, but it really wasn't that. It was just
Lust.
like, it was just one of those situations where you just like her and you want to spend time with her. But she just got out of a long-term relationship, and so she's not ready.
Did she see you perform first before she hooked up
Yes,
with you?
absolutely.
And that was probably it.
Probably so. And we're still friends to this day. She's awesome. I love her to death.
That's cool.
She's in a very healthy relationship, and she's kicking ass and kicking butt. I don't know what I'm supposed to say. And she just it's really cool. She's a really cool girl. I really wasn't ready either. You know what I mean? It was one of those situations.
But what a song came out
So
of
it's
it.
just kind of like about taking chances. You know what I mean? So it's
All
called
about
Ride
that.
With Me. It goes like this. I don't know what happened. I can't explain it at all. I damn sure wasn't ready, but I'm starting to fall. And you frustrate me. I can't figure you out. But my heart is beating out of my chest when you're around. So let's play this game to our own rules. Dance to dance our own tune. Let's take a chance to see what can be. All I'm asking is take a ride with me. We can take our time, that's okay with me. I don't know where this is going, but I can't wait to see. And I know you're broken, and I'm a little broken too. So let's set fire to the pieces and bring back something new. And let's play this game to our own rules. Dance to dance our own tune. Let's take a chance to see what can be. All I'm asking is take a ride with me. I think you're worth the risk, you're worth the wait. You smile at me, I can't see straight. And those blue eyes, they blow my mind. So pull the trigger, let's take this ride, yeah. So let's play this game to our own rules. Dance to dance our own tune. Let's take a chance to see what can be. And let's play this game to our own rules. Dance to dance our own tune. Come on, baby, I'm waiting patiently. All I'm asking is take a ride with me. Take a ride with me. Take a ride with me. Take a ride with me.
Wow. Another short, sweet, beautiful song. Man, Jeff, you're really good.
Thanks, buddy.
Because I've been doing this for so long, and it shows you how big Texas is, and also being the greatest country in the world, Texas. You hear of, like I heard of you 5 years ago, and I man, what a cool name. I check them out and checked out your podcast a couple of times, and I like maverick type attitudes and people who speak their mind and don't pull no punches. And I quit watering myself down, a few years ago because it just sucks. Really good stuff, buddy. This is going to be our last song before we take a little break, and then we're going to come back and have a kick butt interview with Jeff Canada.
All right, this next song is, I think this is probably the most important song I've ever written. I think it is...
Best for last, man.
The cool thing about this song is, this is about the girl that I was in the bad, that I broke up with last year. I was with her for 3.5 years, and
The one in reference to the Arkansas a little bit.
yes, absolutely. Same.
Sure
Yeah, that
bridge
girl.
them together.
That
Part
girl got
two.
like 5 songs out of me, which I hate.
But your fans love.
Yeah,
so
so
that's,
there's a joke I always say from stage, and it's like, never date a songwriter. One of those where
no.
we will shower you with love songs while we're together and while things are good. But afterwards, we will absolutely annihilate you
That's right.
with lyrics.
I will not write you nothing nice.
Exactly. So this is one of those songs, she was the type of girl that, I was madly in love with her, and, I became a completely different man for her.
Right.
And I'm proud that since I broke up with her, I'm still that same man. I didn't go back to my old ways.
Okay.
Still I'm not drinking, still not out,
Right.
boozing and drugging around,
Right,
and
right,
women and all that stuff. So I'm thankful for that. But she's just one of these people that is just like always worried about tomorrow and focused on yesterday, and never just in the moment, never content, never happy in the now, can't find peace. She's just
that'll
that type
wear
of
on
person.
you, man. I mean,
Yeah, it does. It sucked me.
it'll suck the life force out of you.
Yeah,
What
it's
you're telling me.
That's exactly what happened.
Horrible,
And so in my
horrible.
career, and when she met me, my career was on the trajectory up.
Right.
And then it started going down, and then because she would like not really want me to be on the road.
Oh, she threw you an anvil.
But then whenever I would be home, she would be complaining. She would be like, "Well, you should be out working. Well, you're not focused on your career." And it's like it's
Make
moving,
up your mind.
It's kind of moving goalpost kind of thing. You know what I mean? Anyway, so I sat down and I wrote this song with a buddy of mine, Chris Cunningham, and I put it on TikTok, and it kind of took off a little bit.
Sure.
And then two other artists, they added on their own TikTok. So they took the video and they added dobro and fiddle and harmonies. And then I took that video and I downloaded it, I mastered it and put it on Spotify.
Oh,
So
wow.
that's what you hear. It's like a one-take video from me, them doing a one-take shot, and then it mastered.
Just
and put out
elevated the whole song.
there. Well, I'm gonna do a full version on the record.
Sure.
It's just more of like a acoustic stripped down version, But this song's called Rain, and it's just one of those situations where I recently found Jesus again. Okay,
Good.
and this has happened over like the last year and a half.
Oh,
And,
wow. Well,
and the one thing that I'm gathering from my relationship with that, without getting preachy or anything,
Right.
is it's not about the church. It's not about the other people. It's about your relationship with God.
exactly.
And-
Individual. Right.
And one of the things that I'm learning with reading and doing these studies is the one major, there's multiple, but like a major facet of Christianity and really Buddhism and almost any religion is to find peace, true peace. You have to be present in the now. You can't, if you're putting negative thoughts in the world about something coming down the pipe, something negative's coming.
Or around negative people.
Or right. Or if you're worried about yesterday, you're not doing the things that you need to do to make tomorrow better. So it's like, it's just those things. Anyway, so that's kind of what this song is about. It's it's kind of a to her, but it's also like a good metaphor for life, I think.
Yeah.
So it's called Rain, and it goes like this.
You're a better person for this now.
Oh, for sure. And she made me a better person, regardless of how much I don't care what happens to her and I never want to see her again. Me being in that relationship made me a better man.
Right.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does.
So anyway, this song's called Rain. It goes like this. She puts on her makeup, draws on a fake smile. She even believes she's happy for a little while. But inside she's busted, she's broken and bruised. And she's worn holes in the sole of her heart's walking shoes. She's bolting up all the windows, he's buried his head in the sand. She's worried about what's to become, he don't really give a damn. She sits there waiting on pain. He's standing in the sunshine, she waits for the rain. He texts her good morning while he's still in his bed. He wants her to know she's the first thing that pops in his head. He tried to be patient, loving and kind, but he can't compete with the chaos bouncing in her mind. She's bolting up all the windows, he's buried his his head in the sand. She's worried about what's to become. He don't really give a damn. She sits there waiting on pain. He's standing in the sunshine. She waits for the rain. She's boarding up all the windows. He's buried his head in the sand. She's worried about what's to become. He don't really give a damn. She sits there waiting on pain. He's standing in the sunshine. She waits for the rain. She waits for the rain.
Wow, man. I'm going to go ahead and say, because I know you have like 100 songs, but as of right now, that is, right now, because you have a great body of work, that is my favorite song.
Thank
There's
you
so
so
much
much.
emotional content in that. That's one of my things I say, and I don't say it unless I mean it. And I mean it. I'm not saying I have allergies or anything, but it kinda, wow, Jeff, amazing. Guys, we're going to take a short little break, and then we will be back with Jeff Canada for the interview. And I tell you, it's going to be extraordinary. So tune in. We'll be right back. Welcome back, everyone, to Texas Songwriters Alliance Audio Impact on Lone Star Community Radio. I'm your host, Alex Lozano, and I am here with the incomparable Jeff Canada, fantastic singer-songwriter. He did 6 songs, so good, I asked him for a 7th song, and he did, and it ended up being my favorite song, Rain, correct?
Yeah.
Beautiful song. It almost teared me up. I mean, and no allergies. It was really, really good stuff. So one of the very first questions that I asked, I'm going to go ahead and do this because sometimes it skips generations. Do you come from a music family? Was it mom, dad, grandma, or was it all you?
Yeah, no, I'm the outlier in my family. I mean, my grandpa played guitar a little bit,
Right.
so there was a guitar around that I would just play around on.
Did they play music that
but
you...
they never played it around me. I don't think he picked it up maybe one
wow.
time the whole time. And then my uncle Johnny also played like back. He was in the Air Force and he played back in like Vietnam and stuff.
Oh, right.
But again, he maybe played in front of me a handful of times.
Right.
Music or the stage or acting or any of the things that I've done, none of that. Anyone else in my family has ever done anything like that.
Right. I know, and I agree, because I know, God rest my dad, and I love my mom and stuff, but thank God they didn't have to sing for their supper.
Yeah.
I love you guys. Love you, Mom. But your go-to acts. This is your workhorse, this Taylor you have.
Yeah.
She's gorgeous.
Yeah.
Do you name her? I mean, I name all my
no,
guitars. I'm
I'm not
weird. You're not that guy.
So, well, here's the deal. I'm not a very sentimental person when it comes to objects, and I'm not a very materialistic person. I'm kind of a minimalist.
Right.
Meaning I don't own a ton of guitars. I mean, most of the guitars I own are just wall decorations that are cheap, crappy, that look good in the studio.
Well, just so you know that if I ever tag you with a nickname, it'll be very thought out, and it's a real term of endearment. I mean, I've got a couple for Dick. I haven't settled on which one yet.
Yeah.
It's been 2 years. That's how long I've been thinking about it. But no.
I have plenty of nicknames.
Oh, yeah, do
my
so.
guitar-wise, the deal about guitars is it's a tool. Yeah. And that's the way I look at it, and I don't want to get emotionally attached to one, because when you're on the road, the odds of something getting stolen is pretty high.
Oh, yeah.
Or
then you get attached. Then you get attached to it.
Or you fly with it.
Right.
And you, and they don't treat it right, and it gets busted. And so like the only guitar that I would ever be sentimental towards is something that's like literally never leaves my house. It's a studio guitar.
Right.
And I had one of those, but I had to sell it because I went on hard times a little bit. And it was a Gibson Love Dove that I had Randy Travis sign it when I was hanging out with him. So I sold it to my best friend for $3,200, but he's just kind of holding it for me. Eventually, I'm going to get it back.
Right. That's a heck of a friend there, man. Influences in any particular order. I'd like, because I have a feeling that you weren't just influenced by country.
No.
I think you're a little bit of rock, a little bit of roll.
A lot of everything, man. Like
Yeah.
I grew up, I was the kid. So I was born and raised out in Splendora, Texas, which is
Okay.
not too far from here, East County, on the wrong, the bad side of the tracks.
Yeah.
East County, and we didn't have any money.
The hood.
And and we didn't really have any money, and so. And it was just kind of a bad childhood. And I won't go into details on that because it's not that big of a deal.
Right.
But it was, my imagination. I've always had like a huge imagination, always, like my whole life. And when I was, 5 years old, I was huge into Michael Jackson, and I was walking around and doing the break dancing and all that stuff.
Michael's bad, man.
And so and I went through a huge Journey phase, and I went through a huge Def Leppard phase, but yet what was playing in my house was Patsy Cline and Reba McEntire and George Strait,
Hank
and
One,
Alex Jackson and Merle
Travis
Haggard,
Tritt,
and all of that stuff was just so it's like I got that every time you get in the car and ride with your mom, you're listening to classic country.
Sure.
You get in the car and ride with your brother, you're listening to hip hop. You get in your car and ride with your cousin, it's current country. It's like, so I was always like looking for like things outside of the box. Like
a little classic rock at all?
I'm not a huge classic rock because to be honest with you, I'm not a huge fan of guitars.
Oh,
I'm not a huge fan of a lot of guitar work.
Right.
Not saying it's not awesome. Like take Van Halen, for example.
Oh.
Like I have so much respect for Van Halen.
Yeah.
But I have never been a Van Halen fan.
Yeah.
Ever.
Fair enough.
I don't even think he has any good songs.
Yeah.
But that's because my own taste. It's not because I don't respect what he's putting out.
And me, I only liked one album, Fair Warning. That was it.
Yeah.
I mean, I've just
so probably the closest band to having like legit guitar solos and if they're my favorite band of all time is Pearl Jam. Like because Pearl Jam was kind of a cross between. They were doing the grunge stuff, but they still had the good guitar solos.
Yeah,
they weren't like Alice in Chains and Nirvana and Bush. They were just playing
chunky
power chords and singing angry songs.
Yeah, lots of them.
There was a lot of like musicality behind, and they're my favorite band of all time.
Okay,
and probably my biggest influence of all time.
Oh, Eddie Vedder,
100%.
Wow.
But
I miss Chris Cornell a lot.
Yeah, I do too. I miss Chris Cornell. I miss Lane Staley. I miss Tom Petty. Tom Petty.
Oh my God.
I could go down the list. Joe Diffie. There's been so many people pass way before their time.
Sure.
And it's sad. But there's so much. No matter what level you're on as a professional musician, if you're a professional musician and that's what you do for a living, no matter what level you're on, there is an intense amount of pressure on you.
Sure.
When you're on my level, the pressure is you got to get out and you got to make enough money to support yourself.
And Jeff, I can tell just by the way you carry yourself that you probably put a lot of pressure on yourself.
100%.
And you're probably your worst critic.
100%. There's nothing that any of these people online can come to me and comment and say about me
that
I haven't thought 1,000 times myself. So it doesn't bother me. You know what I mean?
You're like it's Teflon Don.
Yeah, it's like, come on, bring it on. Because no matter what I post, I'm going to get people. Well, I did before social media went to crap.
I do the same thing, and I always tell people, look, if you got a problem with Alex Lozano, take a ticket, wait your line. I'll see you next leap year.
100%. Yeah.
I wanted to get to this because it was really exciting when I saw you post it a little over a month ago because unfortunately I have a serious super duper memory and I see other people's stuff and it's not a vicariously thing. It's just interested, what's he doing? And then I was going, and then you were approached by Do-Si Do to have your own, what's happening this Saturday is, I think this is the first one of a series of.
Well, it was going to be, but now it's not. Now this is a one-off because tickets didn't sell.
Right.
And in order for them to make, for it to make sense for them and for me both, really, is that we need at least 150 tickets to sell to make it work.
Sure.
If not, it's just not worth it.
No,
especially on a Friday and Saturday. Now, what I might do is move it to a Sunday night, and then it's like, hey, if we sell 40 tickets, we sell 40 tickets. It doesn't matter.
Right. Well,
but basically what happened is the GM. Steve.
Yeah.
Steve took his own life, and so now it's being ran by the family and by Gabe.
Right.
And so Gabe reached out, and my son works there. My son,
sure.
He was the manager of the whiskey bar before they shut it down.
Okay.
So now he's back at the barn.
Right.
And Gabe hit me up and he's like, listen, man, we have an open on May 23rd. And you're the only person that I know that we can give this show to that's going to sell, that will sell tickets in 6 weeks.
Right.
So what are you thinking? And then that's when I talked to him about the singer-songwriter showcase. And then that's whenever he told me, well, he used to go see Scooter Braun do that somewhere. And he thought that'd be cool to do it. And I was like, well, let's do it. And so that's kind of how it got up. But it was really all dependent on if people were going to buy tickets to this thing.
And then it was like, yeah.
And they haven't sold. And you know, people keep coming on and telling me it's because it's Labor Day weekend. They keep coming on and telling me it's because, you know, it's on it's graduation weekend. They're telling me that it's because money's tight. They're telling me all these things. And listen, I understand. I get it. I understand that it's on a weekend and that is hard to get people out on.
Sure.
I get that.
Sure.
But let's just face facts about it. Music is not a priority in people's life that it once was.
Right.
And why, we could go round and round on why that is, but that's just like I said earlier.
Well, I'm going to keep trying to change it no matter.
Well, like I said,
I'm
when
hard-headed.
we were chatting earlier, you know, we were talking about how there's not less cars on the road, there's not less people in the grocery store,
Right.
there's not less people at the bars, there's not less
The
people.
interest
You know, what's really funny is I went to the rodeo cook-off. And I didn't play it this year, but I went. I took my wife with me.
I saw you just had a good time being a fan. I saw you there hanging out with your boy Charlie Diggs.
I did, but here's the issue. I told Brooke when we got there, I said, I want you to pay attention to something. I said, the tents that have no music and no DJ will be busier than the tents that have music and have DJs. And we went in there, and sure enough, every tent that had somebody playing on stage was less busy than anybody had a DJ. Anybody that had a DJ was less than people that just had a tent. Wow. We've over commoditized it. We've shoved it in everybody's face to the point now where it's just background noise.
Yeah.
And I was complaining about it a lot. And I was trying to change it, but now I'm not. And now I'm just doing my own thing. And hey, if you want to listen to me, come on. If you want to come to my show, come on. If you
I'm not going to hold my breath.
If you want to be part of this journey, let's go. But I am no longer worried about what anybody else is doing.
Well, I want to go ahead and tell you this because you did mention, and it's a lot less load on you. You mentioned that potentially there could be a Sunday because that doesn't hurt their Friday or Saturday.
Yeah.
I'll help. I'm very resourceful, and if there's any way I can be a part of
Cool.
it, I'm also a singer-songwriter. I have a band. I have a Christian rock band called Fueled by God, and I'm breaking in some new guys. But anyway, any way I can ever help you. You know, seeing your videos and stuff online, and then seeing you up. It's just like you said. That's you always sound better live. You know, and then when the guy is right across from you. At arm's length, and it's
you feel
like,
it more.
Oh man, I mean, I'm goosebumps.
Well, see, that's the whole thing about the listening room experience. Right. You know, I'm sure that if you know who I am, you've seen the video of me telling the crowd to shut up at Do-Si-Do, right? And then you've probably seen me make multiple posts about playing free house concerts, right? And the reason I'm doing that is because what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to put together audiences that are there for the music. Not there for anything else. And the problem with today's venues is they're trying to be something for everybody. I'm not knocking it because that's the only way to survive in this world right now.
You got to be diverse.
You got to be diverse. So like if you go to Sawyer Park in the Woodlands, right? It could be a great live music venue, but it's not because they put the band on the stage, but you still have the Golden Tee machine, you still have all the TVs, you still have the pool tables, you still have really a live music venue should just be a stage.
Right. And the best show that I've seen there, and of course he's got a name and he's amazing, and I know you guys are friends, but it was my very first time to meet and hear him after all these years, Sundance Head.
Oh,
he doesn't suck. He's next level stuff, performer.
Great. Super cool dude.
Genuinely sweet, nice guy.
Yeah.
And just absolutely amazing.
But my point with that, what I was trying to get to,
yeah.
my point is that's why I'm trying to build this whole, that's why I fired my band last October. I don't do full band shows anymore. Everything I'm doing is acoustic. And the reason I'm doing that is because I want people to listen. And so what I'm trying to do is I'm putting myself in positions all over the United States to play venues and to play rooms where people still care about music. That's what I'm doing. But I'm going to tell you right now, if you're listening to this, you've got to get out of Texas. You've got to get out of Texas to find those things. Right. Because here in Texas, I love my state, and I'm here. I've been here my whole life. I love it here, and I'm a proud Texan.
Greatest country in the world.
But people in Texas do not support live music the way people do in other areas.
As much as they could or should. You're absolutely right. I agree with that.
Because, part of that is because for 35 years we've had such an epic live music scene.
Right.
We've had our own ecosystem down here.
Yeah.
We didn't need Nashville. We didn't need any of that.
No.
But when COVID happened, we had 40% of our venues closed, and we had 70% more bands move here because we were the first ones to open up.
Right.
And so now it's just we're all tripping on each other. It's all noise. And so what happens when it becomes noise is people tune you out.
Yeah.
And that's really what it is. It's just noise down here.
Sure.
Again, I hope it comes back. There's still some great pockets. There's still some great people in the industry. I'm not knocking anything about it. It's just overall, people just don't care as much. Now, here's the good news is. The good news is I think we're up. I think we're almost at a big reset.
All right.
I think what's going to happen is in the next 3 or 4 years, it's going to be almost impossible to make money playing music. Wow. And then what's going to happen is the ones that are going to be left are us real people that have been out doing it. We don't have a choice. This is what we do.
Right.
And then we're going to get to rise to the top.
Sure.
That's what I think is going to happen. I don't know. The whole world might end next month. Who knows?
Who knows, man? You might be like a Nostradamus. So who knows? I mean,
so I'm hopeful. I'm very
yeah.
hopeful about the future when it comes to live music. But right now, the state of where we are is pretty bad.
Now, I wasn't going to ask this, but because the spot became available, and I do believe that you support the U.S. soldiers. I do believe you support the troops.
100, absolutely.
Okay. So this is not an on-the-spot thing. It's just something that just happened to me because so my Shark Jam is June 26, 27, 28. The following month, I've got some amazing artists for my first ever Heroes Forever Military Music Fest. More than half of the artists are Marines stationed, and you don't have to be, but you have to be in love with the troops. I mean, you have to support them. Next level. Right. Exactly. So July 24th, 25th, and 26th, one 40-minute spot came available that Friday. Really, really nice for that show. I mean, I know it's a long way, and everybody's donating their times. If you're able to, and you don't have a money gig, we would love to have you there. I know it's Surfside. I'll make sure you get fed, something cold to drink. It's a really, really good spot. We could talk about it a little bit later, but it would be an honor to have you there. And like I said, I don't like having those spots open because somebody didn't want to play. And one guy wanted me to. I couldn't believe it. I'm not even going to mention the band for the first time in 33 years. And I've worked with Texas Children's Hospital and done tons of benefits. This guy wanted me to write him a receipt so he could get a write-off on his performance at my thing. I've never done that before, and it wasn't that I'm not willing to. I'm just not willing to. These guys are donating their times. I'm not. Mike, the guy who owns this place, he ain't paying me for the event here. I'm doing this because I want to. It's absolutely free. Don't cost nothing. Got cars going to be there. But, yeah, we'll talk more about it later. I didn't know you were such a patriot. Now,
for sure, yeah.
I am.
My only thing is I'm going to be touring a lot starting at the end of June, and it's going to pretty much go till
that's fine.
So if I'm in town and I'm off, I'm in.
Sure. No worries. Man.
That's something that I'm lucky enough to do it right. These days with my name getting a little bit bigger, is I'm able to go out and do more of those kind of things.
Yeah. Well, that's awesome. Well, I'm just going to cross my eyes and everything else I can cross. But I do remember you're going out, and I saw the list, and you're like going to crisscross the country pretty much.
Yep.
And I know people are going to absolutely love you. Another thing I love to do on my show, and it's a real easy thing, I think. Tell me who you're thankful for. Remember, it's only a 1-hour show.
Man, that's such a question. I mean, first and foremost would be Jesus for waiting around for me to come around.
Yeah, changing your life around. You've done it over the last years, which you're telling me that you've gotten real closer to the Lord. And
not like crazy, but like definitely a good relationship. Somebody to talk to, and so first and foremost, that no doubt about it. Secondly, would have to be my wife. I recently, July or August of last year, I got back with my wife after being apart for 6 years. So we've gotten together, and it's fantastic. It's
stronger than ever.
Yeah, it's the best relationship that I've ever been in my entire life. She's chill. She's understanding. She gets me. She knows me.
Brother, she's military grade like my
Yeah.
Kimberly.
She's learned some things when we were apart about herself, the same way that I also did for myself. And so it's fantastic, and I'm there every day for my kid, even though I was there every day for my kid anyway.
Right,
We
right.
her and I always had a very good
Parent.
co-parenting relationship.
Yeah, no, that's awesome.
And
But the
so-
fact that y'all
Yeah.
and then got back.
It's
I mean,
fantastic.
that's God. It ain't got nothing to do with you. I mean, seriously. I mean, that
think
is
so, too.
God and Jesus Christ just said, give second chance. Jeff, don't F it up. Yeah, whatever the do is, you got you a great girl. Pretty much, to me, having a great girl, because I've never been in love, and even though I've got grandkids, I didn't find true love until I hit 58.
Yeah.
And anyway, that's amazing, brother. I'm so happy for you. Tell us.
And I was not a good husband. Like, let's get this real clear.
Oh, you've put it. Yeah, that's one thing about you, Jeff, is that you'll take the heat, but you'll speak your mind. But
Yeah.
you're not trying to act like you're some holy roller that ain't
No.
never sinned. And,
Yeah, I was
you
not
know,
a good husband at all.
Yeah.
Like I was a really bad husband.
Right.
But like I said,
But Lord, he's changed his evil ways now. Now he's got him a great military girl. What's your girl's name?
she's not military, but it's Brooke. Her
Brooke.
name's Brooke.
Oh,
yeah.
mine isn't either, but she's military grade.
Oh, yeah, I
She's
gotcha.
just that mentality. She's got your back.
Yeah.
6 gear. The fact that y'all separated like that, that's crazy. That's awesome, buddy. I am so glad that you've been on my show. Anything else you can tell us about some other stuff you got coming up? I know, when does your tour start?
So I leave the second week of June, and then I'll be gone pretty much nonstop for a month, and then I get to come home for a few days, and I hit the road again. That's
Just
where we're at.
basically recharge and then get back on the road, just like a phone.
Yeah, that's it, man. And so my goal is to, my goal has never been to play stadiums. It's never been even arenas or theaters. My goal is to just play for people who want to hear music.
I want to be there.
And I don't care if you want to hear a cover song. I don't care if you want to hear one of my songs. I just want you to be a part of a human experience that we're all part of.
Right.
And
You like making people feel good, and they
I
do that,
man.
I mean,
and not only that, I like helping people, and getting us. This is the part, we have such a huge responsibility as performers on stage. We are one of the few people that can literally change someone's entire mentality with our performance.
Your
You
songs.
can think about it. You're a 45-year-old woman who just went through a divorce or is going through a terrible divorce, a custody battle. Your old man cheated on you. You're just in the worst ways, and you come to a bar and you sit down and there's some dude playing songs, and y'all connect through music.
Yeah.
Like, we have that ability, and we need to make sure that we remember that every time we step on a stage.
No, music is the most incredible medicine. My girl started the 15, 20 years ago, started the music therapy center of Houston. I mean, I'm serious. I mean, they're plugging people into instruments, and it's the truth. I know. I tell my friends all the time, my 12-string guitar that I've had for the last 7, 8 years, I have saved thousands and thousands of dollars in therapy by playing my own music and just letting it go. It's like, she never talks back to me. I tune her up just right, and it's just just amazing to have that escape. Whatever you do, like me, I don't know. The stuff I play is outer space stuff. I don't know what I'm doing, and I kind of feel good that I've got my own style because I don't know what the hell I'm doing.
Yeah,
so
and
that's kind of my
what
thing.
it's about. Art is human expression, right? And you don't have to be great to express yourself.
No.
And that doesn't matter if it's painting, if it's rapping, if it's poetry, if it's songwriting, if it's
All of
photography.
the above.
It doesn't matter. Are you checking your boxes when you're doing it?
Right,
And are
right.
you expressing yourself freely and honestly?
Sure.
And that's what we've lost. We're no longer expressing ourselves honestly and freely because it's all about the money now. I'm not that. I'm an old soul.
No, me too. But the last few phrases you said were almost identical to one of my heroes, because I live my life by the teachings of Bruce Lee. And I mean, I'm telling you, the last 20 whatever are related to him in the way of his teachings. Not my way, it's not your way, it's a higher way, a better way. Stephen Covey. Man, Jeff, it's been awesome. I had a feeling it was going to be a great interview, and I exceeded my expectations. You exceeded mine as an artist and just a cool guy. You also have a podcast.
The podcast is gone.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Well, you got to go on the road, and you got things to do.
It wasn't shut down for that. It was shut down for what social media has become. Social media is no longer social media. It's interest media.
Right.
So it's not showing you what you follow. It's showing what it thinks you want to see.
Right.
And see, people out there think there's this algorithm. There's no one algorithm. The algorithm is you.
Yeah,
and your phone knows what you're looking at. It'll see how long you stop on that picture.
Right.
It knows.
No.
And so what was going on is, I'll do a 3 hour show, right? And that 3 hour show could be a positive show. It could be a whole lot of great things going on. And from that, I'll take the clips, and I could post 30 clips from that show, and 29 of them are positive.
Sure.
The one negative clip that hits, that's the one that gets the notice. Yeah. So then everybody thinks that you're just this negative person.
Yeah. You're riling up everybody.
Exactly. And so I chose to step away from that. If I want to rile people up, I'm going to do that intentionally.
Right.
I'm not going to do that because some computer.
And I have a feeling that just like me, you have a black belt in
100%
getting people riled up. I know I'm that all the time. Jeff Canada, you've been extraordinary. I thank you for your time, brother. It was amazing.
Yes, sir.
Thank you so much, man. Great songwriter. Fantastic, man. That's it, guys. Be sure to tune in to Lone Star Community Radio every Thursday night, 7 o'clock, Audio Impact. Y'all guys have a blessed weekend and stay dry.